Well, today I'm going to make a spicy beer cheese. This is based off of a recipe that I saw on YouTube from Betty's Kitchen. Betty's was called a spicy or a snappy beer cheese from one of the restaurants there in Kentucky. Now, beer cheese is really a big thing in Kentucky. I remember when I was a kid, my mother used to make it, and she always served it with celery. She'd put it, the celery, and then she used it as a filling. I actually like it with pretzel sticks. So this is my version. It's kicked up a bit because I like it really spicy. So here we got I haven't shredded the cheese yet, so I'm going to use 8 ounces of sharp cheddar. Now I like to grind this myself or shred it myself because the store-bought shredded cheese tends to be really dry, and I'm going to be using the food processor anyway, so I can easily shred this with the food processor. Now we're going to use a half a cup of flat beer. Most of the recipes call for a stale beer, where you just open a beer and let it sit overnight, but you can hurry that up by just pouring it into your measuring cup and stirring it for a little bit, and that'll kill all the bubbles and it'll make it flat. So that's what you want. Okay, so we'll have 2 cups of shredded cheese. We'll have a half a cup of the flat beer. You might not have to use all the beer. We're going to put about half of it in to see how the texture goes. If we need to add more, we will. And then we have 1 clove of garlic, and I've run this through a garlic press. You could just mince it finely if you wanted. And we have a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. We have a teaspoon of horseradish. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then we have a half a teaspoon of Frank's Red Hot sauce. You could use Tabasco if you wanted, but I'm really partial to Frank's. I like it. It has a really good flavor. Okay, let me grate some cheese, and we'll get this together. Okay, I grated the cheddar cheese, and I grated it with the fine grater or the fine blade, so that you would get really small little pieces. So first thing we want to do is add our spices. There's the hot sauce, Worcestershire, the cayenne, the garlic, and the horseradish. And we have our beer here. We'll add that a little bit. It's already flat. So I'm just going to pulse that a little bit and kind of mix those up. Now this recipe, most of the recipes I've seen for beer cheese don't call for salt or black pepper. If you wanted it salty or after you taste it, you could probably add it. I prefer not to because like I said, I like to eat mine with pretzel sticks, so the pretzel sticks have enough salt. So now we're going to add our beer. Add about half of it at first, and we'll add more if we need. Okay, let's scrape that down. Take a look at it. It's getting there, but it's not quite nice and creamy yet, so we're going to have to add some more beer to it. I'm just going to go ahead and add it all because last time I made this I ended up using the whole half cup anyway. That looks nice and creamy. It looks real good. And I'm actually using my with the food processor, using the plastic blade instead of the metal blade. Don't know why, but that seems to be what people suggest. Yeah, that looks nice and creamy. Let's see what it tastes like. Looks good. It tastes really good too. Now, I'm going to put this in another container and then refrigerate it overnight because you want all the flavors to kind of mingle together, and then it'll firm up a little bit. It'll be more like a cheese spread that most people are used to. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a small container. Okay, the beer cheese has been in the refrigerator overnight. It's firmed up quite a bit. It's like a nice cheese spread, what you would think a cheese spread would look like. Now, traditionally, this is served with saltine crackers, just regular saltine crackers. Really good. Really good. You also serve it with celery sticks. It's really good with celery sticks. Because I remember that's the way my mother used to serve it. I found these recently that are really good. The Ritz Munchables. It's pretzel, half cracker. It really tastes like pretzel and cracker. What I like to do with these is just spread a little of the beer cheese on there, and then add another one, and then make these nice little beer cheese sandwiches. You can really taste all those flavors. And the beer isn't overwhelming. Most people would think, that might be the dominant flavor, but it's not. Because you've got so many other flavors in there. You've got the hot sauce, you've got the cayenne, you've got the garlic, the horseradish, and the Worcestershire, and then the cheese itself, the sharp cheddar cheese itself. But this is definitely good. I'm going to have to share this with the neighbors because it's more than I eat. My wife won't eat it. For some reason, she's got it in her head that she won't like it. So, neighbors will make out. Okay, that's it. Go make yourself some hot and spicy beer cheese.